Okay, so this is Gromulik. This is a game I invented that's basically a modern rendition of Monopoly. See, we're using a 20-sided die on this and no chintzy D6s. So you set up the board how you like, you and the people that are playing it. You just set the pieces down any pattern you want. The basic rundown is that the colored pieces cost energy, which is just like money or currency. In this case, they're called woo-boo. Those are black holes. Those are white holes. When you land on those, you can go from there to there or there. Anywhere you land on a black hole, you can zoom to any white hole on the map. The object is to claim all the space. These are the woo-boo. They're basically just currency. It shows up better with the light. That's cool. That's 10. That's 2. That's 20. That's 50. That's 100. That's 500. So those are your units of currency. And in an actual game, those would be divvied out evenly, with any remainders just thrown back in the bag. In a two-player game, you would get 45 because there's 90 of each piece. And it's not really about accumulating money. It's about accumulating points. Because for every at the end, you get points for clearing the table, and you are trying to get the other people's money simply because you get points for that. You know what I mean? So you roll the die. Got a 2. When you start, you can start at any edge and go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, anywhere you want. It's freedom of choice, I guess you could say, within the boundary. When you claim a space, that's Gromulik. You pay 1/5 of the value, and I'm not going to go into what the value is because it's 5 different values, or 6 different values, and they're in the instructions. The color denotes what they cost, and each time you lay one of these on it, it's called a Hixhorn. One of these, it's just basically positron energy. It costs 1/5 of the cost of the Gromulik. So if the Gromulik cost 1,000, it would cost you 200 to buy one of these. And as you can see, you have plenty of woo-boo or cash. And then when you claim a spot, you put one of these janij or pointy arrow boys, and you put one of them somewhere on there to denote that your color of dude claimed it, or chick, however you're playing it. You get 5 of them on there. You get an Ukawi crystal, and the Ukawi crystal is basically a motel. And what it is it's like a dilithium crystal, like it's for their warp drive. There's a whole story that goes along with this, and what that incurs is you get a bonus for having one of those once all the tiles are claimed. And then at the end, when they're all covered, you roll the dice again, and you're saying like, oh, I could do it in 5 rolls, get 100 points, 5 rolls. So you put your bet on that space, roll, and that would do it. You can't get under you can't get under 20 on 5 rolls. So yes, you get you get your bet's worth. And so if you do that in 5 rolls, you get a certain amount of point value. If you get it in 20 rolls, you get a certain amount of point value. And again, I'm not going to go into that, but you can see, you can set up the board any way you want. And it's basically just like Monopoly for the 20th century kids or the 21st century kids to play. You know what I mean? It's like Monopoly. but it's completely different. There's some Eurogame elements, like the fact that you're putting the board together you want. You're using a 20-sided die, which is modern. Games are starting to get rid of all sorts of roll move games. Really, people aren't liking them as much, but you know, some people might still reminisce for a roll move game, so I made this. And I hope that somebody would buy it and like it, because it's a little bit cooler than Monopoly, I think. I think it just looks better. So that's Gromulik.